Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to HawksDIY. I got another project, and it's a break from the norm. Some of you may or may not know, but I'm a guitar player, and I've played since I was like 6 or 7 years old. And so today's little project is I need to put some new tuners, locking tuners, on my Paul Reed Smith guitar that I just bought. And well, I bought it a couple months ago, but it's a Paul Reed Smith Swamp Ash Special is the name of the guitar. And so I went and bought a new pack of strings. I used the Elixir Electric 9 to 42. And then I got some new locking tuners. Here they are. And so these are direct replacements. They'll drop right in, but they're locking. So what that'll do is this will enable me to have a guitar that'll be a little harder to go out of tune. You know, this has got the tremolo on it, so I use that quite a bit. And the tremolo and the humidity sometimes throws it out of tune. And so these stock tuners I'm going to do away with. So I'll show you in this video how to do that. And so next thing, I got to go get some tools and then we'll get started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thought I would take you a little walkthrough and show you the instrument. I just got this guitar, like I said, a few months ago. It's the Swamp Ash Special, and they call this Erie Blue is the color, but as you look, it's more green to me than it is blue. But it's got the beautiful inlays on a maple neck. You know, it's just a beautiful instrument, and I'm really happy with it. It plays awesome. It's got excellent electronics in it. It's really got some cool stuff. This is a push-pull knob, so it cool taps on the humbuckers. And the way they've got the pickup selection on this three-way switch is really neat. And but today I'm going to change out these stock tuners, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do this one string at a time. I know I watched some other videos where guys just took all the strings off, but I don't think that's really necessary. I think you should be able to drop one in at a time. That way you're keeping tension on your neck at all times. So I guess let's get started. Okay, to get started, you're going to need a 10mm box wrench, or you can use a 10mm deep socket like that, but I'm going to go ahead and use the box wrench. So we're going to loosen this up right here. Well, first thing we got to do, obviously, is take the string off. And so we'll do that first. Forgot I didn't do that yet. Okay, the string is off. I'll pull the rest of the string off later so I can show you this. But you'll just take this box wrench and loosen the nut. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that for now, that I've got that loose. I'll go ahead and take the rest of this string off of here. I can get this through here. So we're going to get that string out of there. Come on now. There we go. So that string's gone. Now let's turn this over. And what we're going to need to do, if you can see that, there's a screw right there. That's got to come out. That actually keeps the tuning machine from actually pivoting once you put tension on it. So we're going to take that out. Make sure I'm doing the right one. Is going to be this one. We're doing the low E string right now. So pulled that screw out. So now this should drop right out of here. Put it all back together so that it can be reused again. Make sure you thread that in there right so it doesn't cross thread. So there is the old tuner. And now we're going to install the brand new one. So here's the ones we're going to be installing. And I'll provide a link in the description for you. But they're the SE locking tuners, and this is for the SE series of guitars. And it says on the back here, 3 treble side locking tuners, 3 bass side locking tuners, and 6 mounting screws. That's what's included. So let's go ahead and open this dude up and see what we got. I haven't opened it yet, so let's check it out. Alright, so there's all the tuners right there. And I think as I take a tuner out, then I'll put the old tuners in this tray or in this box, and then that way I'll have somewhere to store them, because I'm going to keep them with the guitar. If I ever decide to sell the guitar, they can be sold with them. Okay, and so there's the tuners. Let me set them to the side. So then they give you a package, and that's all the tops, washers, and everything you need there. So let's get started dropping in the first one then, I guess. Okay, let's get our first tuner here. This is what they look like coming out of the tray. And I've already grabbed a top for it that threads in like that. So what you got to do is in the bag also you'll see these washers. So you'll need one of those. Okay. And then they also provide the screws. So you need to get one of those. So I'm using new everything. There's the screw, and then here's the the lock portion that's going to go on the very top. So, got that stuff together. So let's get started. Alright, so this is going to slip under here. If I quit dropping everything. Okay, so we're going to slip this under here. And then the washer's going to go on. And then the thread part goes in. And just thread it slow so that you know you got it threaded properly. You don't want to cross thread it. It's feeling pretty good. Okay, so I just got it finger tight. I'm going to go ahead and put the screw on in the back. So let's go ahead and do that. I wish I had a table to do this, but I don't. Okay, so let's kind of get it lined up where it needs to be. Come on now. There, I think I got it now. Okay. So now we just got to tighten this down. We'll go ahead and thread that in there loose. That's the locking portion. Okay, so now we just need to tighten this guy down. And you don't have to get all gator with it. You just tighten it snug. And that's all you got to do. So there, the first one's in. That's how you install these tuners. I'm going to go ahead and install the rest of them and restring it with the strings, and then I will show you how this works and maybe let you listen to it a little bit. Okay, fellers and fellettes, I thought, I didn't even show them how to install the string on the tuning machine. So anyway, I've already got the low E string. I already ran it through the tremolo. So now we just got to get it mounted up on the tuning machine. So what's cool about this is once you get this run through here, come on now, get in there. Well, I can't hardly get him in there. What's up with that? Oh, that's why. Okay. So, anyway, you get the string pulled through here. Like so. And you don't have to do a bunch of windings. I'm going to probably just do very little. But from what I understand, you don't have to do very many windings at all. And that's what's so great about these. So, let's go about, let's say right there. And it should grab pretty quick. Now, some people don't even put a winding, but I think it actually grabs better if you do like one wind. Two at the most, you know. I may have done way too much. We'll see. Yeah, it'll be two. About a wind and a half is about what I just did. And that's all I do. That's all you need. Okay? So, now I've got the pedal board hooked up over here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to tune this low E string up. Getting there. Can you see that? I hope you guys can see that down there. Okay, we're in tune. So then all you do, once you get her in tune, then all you do is lock this thing down. Let me get a better view of it here. But you'll just lock this thing down and you can go finger tight. And that's all you need to do. Now it's slotted. You could use like a quarter, maybe like a nickel or dime or whatever, and get a little more torque. But you really don't need to. It does a great job just finger tight. So now we should be still in tune. But obviously the strings have to stretch. But that's how you do it. There's really nothing to it, really. All right, everybody. I got the tuners installed, and they look really nice. Check it out. Look at that. Don't they look sweet? So I've got all of the knobs loose right now because I want to let the strings stretch. And I did go ahead and tune it up on the Boss chromatic tuner. But let me turn around this way. Let you see this side and what it looks like. And boy, I really like it. It turned out great. Here's the back side. Let me show you that real fast. So there's the back. So I'm really happy with how they turned out. Like I said, I'm gonna let the strings stretch, and then we'll fire this dude up. I don't think I'm gonna do it tonight because I need to let the strings stretch. But tomorrow we'll fire this guitar up. We'll run it through the Mesa Boogie and the Fender amp over there. I've got an AB box. I run both amps at the same time, which is pretty cool. But we'll fire this up tomorrow, and I'll show you the difference this is going to make. Because now I can just turn these and lock them down once I get everything in tune. And then it's not going to slip like it was before. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow and we'll fire this guitar up and see how she sounds. Alright, well, it's the next day and I believe the strings are stretched enough to test this out anyway. I've got the tuners all locked down, so we're ready to go. One couple things I noticed right away for my initial review on this is that the tuners themselves seem to hold up pretty good. They keep everything in tune really well without it even being locked down. So that's a plus. They seem to be better quality, better gears than the stock tuners, so that's a plus. I also noticed that the tone is better. It just seems to have better tone than it did before. So anyway, this is what the overdrive sounds like. So it's got a pretty good overdrive tone, really nice. Now that was on the back humbucking pickup, so it wasn't coil tapped or anything. So let's see if I do any bombs with the whammy bar. Eddie Van Halen used to call it the wiggle stick, but anyway, I'll just do something simple, you know. Alright, now let's see if this thing is still in tune. Hold on. Okay, so an A, yeah, it's right on the money. D's right on the money. G is just, yeah, it's right on the money. It looked like it was a hair sharp there. The B string's right on. E string is a little, just a hair, well, yeah, it's a little flat. And the E string is a little sharp. So the strings may be stretching a bit, but that was pretty good dives. It should have went out, you know, real hardcore. So anyway, so that's my review of the PRS locking tuners. I really like them. I'm sure once these strings get stretched and everything, this is going to be awesome. Like I said, the tone is way better than it was before, and so I'm going to really enjoy playing this guitar. So anyway, if you enjoyed that content, like and subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. I'm always working on DIY projects, and this is something that I do on my extra time, is sit around and play my guitar. So it was a project I needed to do. I thought I'd share it. And I guess that's it. We'll see you the next time on HawksDIY.